today, but that's okay. You know, we don't like the dark light here. Let me see where I am. I am not ready for this. Ooh, and there I am. Good morning. Oh, there I am. Okay, I need to mute myself over here. How do I do that? I do it every day. I should learn. Okay, let's get rid of this. Oh, maybe I should make it a little brighter. Oh, those lights are bright. Blue. Oh, I should have made it a little brighter in here. Oh well. It is what it is. Don't like bright lights anyways. Okay, here we are. January the 8th. I need to light my candle. Let's light a candle. Let's light a candle. Some bright lights. Brighter lights. Let's see. Yellow. Yellow. Turn it off. Leave it on. Let's see some brighter lights. White. So where? Brighter. Yeah, where? A little brighter. And there's something. Candle. Candle. I am not ready this morning. I was ready. I lost my way. Somehow. There we go. Well, anyway. Alone again, naturally. 8th of January. Few things to talk about. But wait. I wasn't quite ready. Is it actually 5 o'clock yet? Oh, not for another minute. Well, another day. Be thankful as Rainbolt, the great Geoguessr, says. Another opportunity to wake up and use this thing here. Use your noggin. Now, what have I been doing? Oh, my goodness. Let me tell you. I've been watching, oh my, those fires in Southern California. I've been watching those. I lost my pen. Oh, they're still in there. Yeah, I've been watching the fires last couple of hours since I woke up, and I'm telling you, that is scary stuff. I've got a good friend who lives in Southern California. You know, she's quite a bit further south than that, so fingers crossed. Anyways, for those who don't know me, welcome here to my live, to my channel. My name is Gail. I'm a web content creator, not meaning like I do, you know, this usually. I've been creating for the web since 1995. Sometimes I get it wrong, I say 85. But I would be if I could be, honestly. And good morning, Haida. I was a little bit, I had everything ready. It was a bit rushed this morning. Went and made myself a second cup of coffee. Since the first one went cold, and next thing I knew, it was 3 minutes to 5, which is good. Because I'm pretty good, knock on wood. For first thing in the morning, I'm feeling pretty good. Yeah, I've been watching these LA area fires. Holy moly. This is going to be a historical event for sure. It's just horrifying. You know, I almost, when I was young, when I was a teen, we were going to move down to Laguna. Yeah, Laguna. My uncle had bought a hardware store, and he wanted give it to my father. Just give it to him. But my father got ill, and you know, I've been in the hospital for 9 months, and so we never moved down there. But we did. My uncle had a apartment in Long Beach, on the beach. So throughout my childhood, we would spend most of the month of August there. So, yeah, I spent a lot of time in California growing up. And it's just horrifying to think, along Sunset Boulevard and uh, all these homes. Even the Getty Museum was what at one point yesterday. I don't know how. Last I heard, which was maybe 2 hours ago, was 1,200 acres. But I wish them the best down there. So let's see what I've got on my note thing today. Oh, this is the actual anniversary of my Hawaiian honeymoon. I thought it was the 7th, but it was indeed the 8th, 1991. Yeah, I got my little, I got my scrapbook here. Wait a minute, I've actually got the actual ticket. Let's see what it says. January 8th, 1991. We left Vancouver. Well, we were supposed to leave at 1 o'clock, but I think it was delayed quite a while because of the snowstorm. And we arrived, it was after midnight when we arrived in Honolulu. Hey, January 8th, we arrived in Honolulu in the evening after a 6-hour flight. Oh no, couldn't have been after midnight. We were supposed to arrive at 10 though. Oh, it's a time difference, yeah. After leaving behind a blizzard in Vancouver, we checked into room 521 at the Waikiki Village Hotel. That was I can't remember the name of the company that owned this. And took a short tour of Kalakaua Avenue, where Bob learned about the ABC stores, which I guess was our early version of dollar stores. I mean, we got everything there. We got our food and our suntan lotion and our T-shirts and everything. Oh, thank you. Our anniversary is actually, we were married here in Canada on December the 11th, 1990, but our actual real wedding was on the 17th of January, I believe. Hold on, I'll have to look. In Hawaii. I do believe it was the 17th. I've got my whole scrapbook here, so I'm going to be able to relive the whole thing over the next 3 weeks. Waikiki is way down here. The Keohu. Here we are. Makai Bar. That's exactly where we got married, in the Makai Bar, the Keohu Beach Hotel. Oh, so it would have probably, I think it was the 17th. Wow, it doesn't even exist anymore. They gave the land back to the King Kamehameha schools because it is Hawaiian land. 15, 16, 17th, I believe, was the day that they. Oh, I don't know. One day around there, we'll come to it. Oh, okay. Plenty of memories to enjoy the next few weeks. I was good at keeping scrapbooks. I'm very warm. I gotta take off my sweater. Oh, the problem. I fell asleep with my window open, so of course I woke up freezing. I woke up actually at 2:30 with sirens going everywhere because I live on a main route for emergency vehicles, which is good when you have like power and things. But in the middle of the night, so the sirens woke me up. I don't know where they were going, but it was too late for me. I was awake and freezing because my window was open. So it's one of those things. I was watching the fires last night, I guess, and I fell asleep. So of course now, the window open. Put on my sweatpants, my sweater, and whew. Okay, what else have I got down here? Plenty. I did put the video up again. For, anybody comes along. I know you've seen it, Isla, of our Hawaiian honeymoon day. That was actually our second day. That was the 10th, so that was our second full day. I guess and part of our first day. I guess we're just kind of sort of getting over the whole change of climate and from blizzard to beach life. Let's see. Oh, this is really strange, and I guess kind of an emotional thing. I was talking about me being like overly sensitive. Actually, when I woke up this morning, had a little cry because I didn't feel too bad. And I think that happened yesterday too, you know. I was just so relieved not to feel bad that I had a little cry. I also had a real every now and then I'll wake up and I'll have forgotten that my dog had passed away. Then all of a sudden remembered. I had a bit of a wobble with that. Um, I just don't understand. You know, you can have such a strong connection with an animal, but yeah, had a little wobble. You know, had another little cry and seemed to get that out of me. I just think I've been through so much in the last few months. It's just yeah, my emotional state doesn't know what to do, honestly. But okay, yesterday my 51st day. Geoguessr. I may have already said this before already. I got a silver, so I'm not going to go into that. Yeah, I did all my updates and entertain. I think I did this, talked about this yesterday. The artificial intelligence I use for updating my Hawaiian Honeymoon and the Mori Boogie Board Championships from 1991 for the channel description, and it came up pretty darn good. I mean, I'd watch my show, I'd watch my channel after reading it. Um, okay, yeah, okay. Okay, I'm neurodivergent. Please excuse me. The way I pronounce certain words. Many things I make up myself, and other ones I just don't know how to pronounce them because nobody taught me. And that's how we start this day. I don't know where to go next. Oh, what I want. Okay, I don't know. You heard the story every day. I know you're probably getting tired of listening to certain things from me, but just in case somebody comes in, I have been ill and in bed for months. Actually, for years, because I did break my back, so that was a period. But actually, the last few months, I've done more exploring of YouTube and that because, I mean, what are you going to do when you're laying down? You can't work, you can't do anything else. So, my day is probably filled with watching too much. But fortunately, I've come across a few channels which are my favorites, and I watch every day, and I do take positivity away from them. And one, of course, is Tania FM, which you know all these things I talk about. If there's a link, I've linked them down below. So just take a look, everybody, and you'll probably find a link to her. Tania has gone through her own life struggle over the last year that I followed, and I seem to be every day. She seems to have a little bit of wisdom she passes on to me that I really need. And today she was talking about how she did a sort of year review of her journal, like it's an online journal of her life and that. And you know that was I quite enjoyed that too because I'd gone through the whole last year. But she's thinking of maybe starting doing a monthly. If you do a monthly review of what you've done, um, then you can realize how much you've actually accomplished. And I think I'm going to do that too because I think even though I feel like I'm stuck in bed and getting nothing done, I know I'm accomplishing something because I mean I'm writing down all these things to tell you about. So I must be doing something. So I think I'm gonna do that. It's gonna be another along with the 100 days of organizing. I have managed to. I've almost got my entire dresser organized. Today is my pajama drawer. And then I have one more, which is the junk drawer. You know, everybody's got a junk drawer right at the top, right at the top of this dresser. That long. I can't see. Right there. That long dresser. Junk drawer. That's the drawer. Everything that I don't know where it goes or I don't want to have to deal with it goes. So that's going to be a big one. We'll do that one tomorrow. Today we'll have little pajamas because we don't have a lot of them. But I tell you, it's coming along, and I'm only going to do one thing at a time because I I don't want to run out of things organized, and I don't want to overwhelm myself. You know, here I feel great. Like it's been 1 week. I'm going to have my entire dresser organized. So I'm going to do that monthly review thing, I think, too. I think that's a really smart idea. And then, I watched her this morning, and I'm followed by Elizabeth Veronica, who is a single mom of 5. And boy, I'm telling you, I put her link down below because I want to say one thing. She is one fantastic mom. I mean, I find has an autistic son that is 8, Bubba, and I find myself, as much as my mom was a great mom and did everything she could, sometimes I wish when I was a child, my mom was exactly um, like Elizabeth. She takes a lot of flack, and there's a lot of she's taken a lot of bullies and trolls and people just calling her down. People, her ex-husband send over to cause problems, but she keeps it together and is real. In fact, although Tania, I think, set the stage for me finally, maybe coming in front of the camera. It was Elizabeth that gave me the courage to do so. So I've linked down her latest video, and as you can see, she's a very busy woman, and I mean it. One of the best moms I've seen, and I watch a lot of YouTube, and I've seen a lot of moms, and there's a lot of moms I really like. Moms I don't like, which I don't talk about because I'm not here to judge. I'm only going to judge if you're doing an extraordinary job, and she's doing an extraordinary job as a mom. And her children, they're just so lovable. Some people sort of have that thing, oh, don't put your kids in your YouTube videos. That I depend on how it's handled, and her kids are a part of her everyday. It's just a part of everyday life. Nobody's performing, or I don't think it's. I mean, she shuts them down if she thinks they're getting into the camera and being a little bit too much out there. She shuts them down properly. I think she's got it together. So if you want to, check out her channel, I've got it listed down below. And also, I'm trying to, if I can, support small YouTubers that have like maybe less than 1,000 subscribers. And yesterday it was Bruce Fixes Stuff, and I actually found him in the YouTube community for small YouTubers who are trying to promote their channels. And somebody had posted, "Hey, post your YouTube channel before, and I'll subscribe to you if you whatever, blah blah." So I thought, well, I'm not going to post my channel there, but I'm going to go in and check out some of these channels, any ones that I really think that I would watch and subscribe to. I will, and his was one of the channels, and he's actually the one that got me, because how many times I've gotten Christmas lights brand new out of the box, and I plugged them and they didn't work. But they come with this little bag with an extra bulb and an extra fuse. I never knew where the fuse went. What got me is his 1, 2, 3 minute video on how to change a fuse, or even where the fuse went, or why these lights don't work. So yes, but he also fixes other things, like installing a toilet, and I guess he's going to be working on more videos. But he's restores cars, and he's currently restoring his what's that one in Dukes of Hazzard? Yeah. So I think in fact, my husband is interested in car restoration. He's done car restoration. He did a '57 Chevy and one of those Chevy Nomad. Whatever a friend of his was doing it, and he was helping him. But he has worked on all of it. So yeah, so he's subscribed to Bruce Fixes Stuff. So support the small YouTubers and give him a subscribe. I'm sure he would really appreciate it. It's not actually any holiday today that I have written about, although on my new calendar I've got with holidays that include holidays I haven't written about that I should. It is Bubble Bath Day. So if you want to, if for anybody who wants to indulge, get out the bubble bath. Get out the bubble bath and have a good relax. The candles, some nice soft music, and make it a relaxing day. Because it's bubble bath day, apparently. I don't know where, just on this particular calendar. Yesterday, Ida, when we were talking, when we were talking, and I told you that this little thing, whoa, it's a little frog. It's a Haida frog. was sitting on my lap. This little, I don't know, it's like not really a coin, it's just a little token. So, I always believe in the symbolism of things like this. So, so I put a little link to symbolize the symbolism behind that. But just wondering, maybe one of your friends in Duncan or that would maybe have more insight to the meaning of that. I think it's highly significant that, considering that we were, Lila is a medium and has a paranormal channel and working on trying to do a connection. And although the connection wouldn't go through, that this would be sitting on my lap. Because when I looked on the other side of it, it says communication. No, connection. Connection. It's a frog, yeah. But it says connection on the other side. And I thought, that was just really I don't know. I think there's a little bit more to the appearance of the frog. Yeah. Okay with that. So I've added a link to, I haven't, to the little that I could find about. Unfortunately, most of the links that I could find on that were like to sell jewelry or art or something, and they would have the pop-ups and things that I have a problem with the websites. But I did put a link to one site that I found about that. But yeah, I would like to learn more about. Yeah, I would like to learn more about what that means, because I think that it really does have something with a connection to you, because this was all happening during that time when you were trying to connect in that. So I think that it definitely has some kind of meaning, but for you rather than me. So yeah, please look into that and let me know. Let's see what else. Oh, I was going to look in. Oh, I have 52 countries in the first week here, or first week to my website, go cybernaut.com. I really like counting the countries. I count the numbers and the traffic too, but I like the fact that I'm able to reach people in 52 different countries, because I do have my website available in 100 languages or whatever it can be. You Google Translate. I have to sit up for a minute. Oh, here we go. So yeah, 52 countries. That's not bad. I'm reaching the masses, and I just want to be able, and it's so I can get that, I want to make people happy. I want them to find out the information they need without too much distress. And if I'm, what is that, a quarter of the world's countries, or more than a quarter or something? Anyways, that's a milestone. Oh, the other thing I was going to do, where is it? I was going to start including the Wicca Book a Days. And just the reading from that. And I did put the links down below, because I did think about it. Work it's going to be considering the Norse, Freyja, and also cats. So I put a link down below, but it's probably a Wikipedia link about Freyja, and to the cats and the felines. My particular Go Cybernaut page about cats. Oh, so Isla says, very interesting. I'll look it up for you. Yeah, my friend says it's a frog, and I might try to do a pre-recorded video today in memory of my brother. That might be the way to go. And your channel. I'll post it later. Your channel wasn't the only one having trouble, because what was I watching? I was watching another live, and people were saying that she kept cutting out and there was problems. But there was another, I can't remember. It was another channel that they were having problems with their lives as well. And they're wondering if it was a YouTube glitch, but not like a full, because she wasn't having problems. The woman that was trying to broadcast, considering, look at the fires in California, the weather through the whole Midwest and that, and maybe there was just sort of disruptions in communication as far as the satellites or fiber optic networks or whatever they use nowadays, because of the weather and what's going around in the world. And I said it at the beginning of the year, is that there's nothing going to surprise me this year but it does terrify me. You can do a live stream with a pre-recorded video. Oh, I guess you would pre-record it and just sort of set it to go like what's it called? Well, go live or premiere at a certain time, even with a live stream. Oh, I didn't know that. There's so much to learn about this YouTube. I never thought that I would get involved with it, so it's surprising even me. 6 months ago, there's no way. I can remember my friend calling me from Nova Scotia and saying, "You need to do this. You'd be perfect. You need to do a podcast." She told me to do a podcast on like the supernatural things like Bigfoot, and I don't really know about these things, but I just said I have autism, I'm neurodiverse, and my problem is communication. I don't know if that would work. So it turns I can, like if as long as I have things written down and I'm doing things and something to talk about, someone's going to listen, right? You're listening, Hyla. But here I am. I think I had to I don't know. I'm not really worried about the whole troll thing because I've had enough abuse during my life from people that I guess could be trolls. That doesn't bother me. I mean, come on. Can't make anything any worse than I've already had it. So, like Veronica, Elizabeth, I was talking about earlier, says these are just people. She was like that when she was very unhappy and she was in an abusive relationship, and that's the only way she could sort of lash out at people because it was sort of anonymous. And when she started looking at it that way, I don't know. I guess it's all in your state of mind. I think it bothers other people more. Like when she has a live and there's check. I mean, she has a lot of people and she's over 160 subscribers, 160,000 subscribers. Sorry. So, she has a lot of people in her lives, but I find that the people that follow her, like I do, people who respect her and her moderators, they get more upset, about these trolls than she does. I mean, I have. And I usually keep my mouth shut, but there's been a couple of times I just had to, hey, come on, man. Actually, and I did it with humor. I was careful in the way that I did it. But yeah, you do want to step in and protect your friends or the people that you've come to care for against abuse. But she's turned it around and had me, and other followers take a look at where this is coming from. I mean, not everybody's going to have good intentions at the end if you give them the opportunity. But yeah, I am like hers. I do give, I do believe in opportunities. Okay, let's get to this. Look at Book of Days for the 8th of January. Frisky Freyja. Now, you got to remember, I'm neurodiverse. Nobody ever taught me really how to speak. I was nonverbal for the first quite few years of my life. And I do know how to pronounce words very well, so do not judge me. I will not judge anybody else. I'll try not to. Judgment's out the window today. First, Isla says, a lot of paranormal investigations do a live stream with a pre-recorded video of their investigations at a location. It's hard to go live. Yeah, at a location without Wi-Fi service, especially, at abandoned sites. I guess it would be, yeah. So I guess you could, yeah. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Well, what are you going to do? And especially, when you do paranormal investigations, like I say, maybe sometimes the spirits are just not in the mood to react at that moment. You're on their terms and their time, right? Or they could still be a little bit shy. Maybe they don't like trolls either. Okay, Frisky Freyja. This day is dedicated to Freyja, which also means lady. Vanir, Vanir, spirit of female fertility in Norse belief. And I am part Norwegian. Pretty well. A lot of me. I'm more Scandinavian, like 70-something% Scandinavian. So whole areas there. Okay, Norse belief and the wife of Oder, sister of Freyr, and daughter of either Nerthus, which is Mother Earth, or Njord, a water and ship deity. As a young and beautiful goddess of romantic love and sexual desire. Boy, I'm sure I went my honeymoon on the right day. So her Greco-Roman equivalent is it's pro, Aphrodite. Oh, Venus. Let's just say Venus. Ever entranced by the magical necklace, Brisingamen, Freyja was herself said to be an accomplished sorceress. When she traveled, her chariot was pulled by cats, animals that may symbolize Freyja, along with pigs and boars, which represent her. I'm not even going to say her role as a battle goddess. I'll spell it. Fecundity. Fecundity? No idea what that means or how to pronounce it. Okay, so I know about cats. You know, I would have a cat, but I can't handle the smell. Love cats. I would love to have a cat. Oh, but I don't like the smell. Just can't handle it. Okay, feline familiars. Cats are the traditional helpmeets of witches. If you have a feline familiar, treat it to a little milk today to evoke the goddess, or give it a catmint. What's it called? We'll talk about it later. Catmint, Nepeta catnip. There you go. Toy instead. If you don't have your own cat, make a point of looking out to hail one in passing. Let me tell you about my cat. I had a cat named Luna. Luna was I thought Luna was a girl for years until my mother-in-law broke it to me. No, Luna was a boy. Luna was a Himalayan, purebred Himalayan, and the bestest cat in the world. Never didn't smell bad. Ever. And Luna loved catnip. All cats love catnip, but one day Luna got the entire bag of catnip, and that cat, I felt so bad. Talk about high or stoned. That cat lay there for days. I thought I'd killed the poor thing. But no, he was the best cat ever. He was so smart and so lovable, and I should have posted a picture. I'll find a picture and post a picture. If you're my friend on Facebook, you will be able to see it. My Luna. I'll honor Luna. And I had another cat named JJ. I have a video actually in my playlist. I should put that in. And JJ was the sweetest boy. Oh my gosh. JJ has his own story. We lived in a townhouse, and one Christmas we put the Christmas tree up by the door, by the window, sliding glass door. And one day these two cats we called Frankie and Johnny came in and climbed up in our tree and lived in it. I mean, we'd let them go out and do their thing, right? But we thought, well, it's so cold. But these cats want to live in my tree. It's not hurting us, right? So we let the cats live in the tree for the Christmas season while it was cold, and then they went on their abandoned. And then a few months later, they appear at my door with this kitten, but they were pure ginger, these cats. This little orange kitten, JJ. And I guess that was their gift for taking care of them in the winter. Yeah, he was just the best cat ever. I should put a link. I'll put a link down below to him, or I'll share it on Facebook. Well, I'll put a link down to him below. This video actually is such a good video because he shows how gentle he was. There was a little mouse, and he was so gentle that he didn't want to hurt that little mouse. He was confused and concerned about what this was, but no way was he. He was not a mouser. JJ he was just a sweetheart, and he actually broke that cycle, sort of me not having the cat. What are you going to do? He didn't smell. I remember him smelling. I think it's because my son had a cat a few years ago, and the cat smelled and turned me off. And then Luna also one day showed up in the back porch. Same thing. And I thought, well, this is somebody's purebred cat. This is somebody's missing this cat. This is valuable cats, so I contacted all the vets around where I lived. The cat didn't have any tattoo. I don't think they even chipped in those days. This is like, we're talking, what, 1989 maybe? And advertised. Nobody ever claimed that cat. And he's so funny because we ended up moving. We moved from our this is poor Luna. Himalayan cats are beautiful. I had a Maine Coon. My mother-in-law had one too. Big cat. 7 toes on each foot. Had a Maine Coon cat. She was huge. Yeah, huge. I adopted her as a homeless kitten. They are big cats. Yeah, she had these Maine Coon cats, and she also had a Russian Blue, but they had 7 toes. Each of them. Yeah, but Luna, we end up moving to a nice big house, in Richmond, and with a big yard. It was almost like a park, and along behind us were townhouses. And Luna had pretty well every single person in that townhouse complex behind us trained. You could hear her also, meow, meow, and then a door would slide open, and it just would go down. That would go by. Next house, meow. She had everybody trained to feed her. Oh, she was funny. Real boss. Or sorry, he. Ugh, Luna will always be a she to me, honestly. But yeah, I love JJ, of course, but Luna definitely was the boss. We had a glass coffee table, and she would lure. We had a dog that was half Rhodesian Ridgeback and half Black Lab. So it was a black Rhodesian Ridgeback, and she would lure him to get under this table and then get on top and get him bumping his head on the top of the table like hitting it. Oh, she was too much, that girl, I tell you. But yeah, I think that was the last. Oh, no, wait a minute. We lived in the farmhouse. We had cats. We had Bono and Eno. We named all our animals after some point after musicians, after Brian Eno and Bono. And they were feral. What had happened, we had a hay barn next to our house, and somebody had dropped off actually more than one pregnant cat one summer. And they had burrowed and made all these homes in the hay, so we had to get them out. And at this time, Mary, which I never did tell you the story of Mary, I know I said I would, but one day I probably will, who took care of all the homeless cats. She would feed them, and she would catch them, get the shots and everything. She said, if you keep 2 cats, she was Chinese, if you keep 2 cats, I will pay for all their food, and I will pay for all their vet bills, but you need to have 2 cats. And so we kept those 2, and it broke my heart when we moved. We had lost Eno. Eno ran away. Eno never came over being feral. Bono was just a sweetheart, and it broke my heart when we moved to Nanaimo because I had to find another home for Bono. But that was the last cat that I had. Neither of them smelled. Mind you, I was in a house and not in a. And Bono was an inside cat. Bono never went outside. I don't even remember where I put the litter box. The house was huge, right? But that was the last cat. I guess, you can only go through heartbreak of losing an animal so many times. I think maybe that also has something to do with it. Maybe the smell is just an excuse. Isla says, my mom was washing dishes and a Himalayan cat jumped in her window into the sink. His paws were raw from walking. He was stolen from my cat show and walked for miles. The owner of the cat gave him to my mom as he was a senior cat. Yeah, I have another story. This is not a Himalayan cat, but this is a rag doll, which is like a Himalayan. Mrs. Gurley, who owned one of the mansions that my husband was her personal assistant, bodyguard, everything, and I did all the gardens, which she did quite a bit too. She had a cat. I can't remember its name. It was a rag doll cat, Bella. And one day Bella disappeared, and she was heartbroken. Just, you know, I mean, we looked everywhere for that cat. It wasn't even an outdoor cat. It just got out once. And, yeah, it was heartbreaking when Bella disappeared. But months later, Bella showed up at her door. And she had been skinny, and her paws were raw and that too. And apparently, the Mackays, which are the people that lived next door, had gone away for the winter, and she'd gotten locked in their garage all this time. I don't know how she survived, but boy, she was sure happy to be home. And Mrs. Gurley was. We were all happy to see her. I probably got pictures of Bella too. Yeah. Cats, that's pretty amazing stories. But yeah, if I could put a litter box somewhere and I would have an odor, if there's an odorless breed of cat, I'd love to know. But I know you can get these $500 litter boxes now that eliminate others. But I just don't have room. I mean, I'm in one room basically. You know what you see? This is it. This here is. I like to say my clouds enjoy. My world, okay? No room for $500 litter boxes, but I'd probably be gullible enough to buy one. That's the thing, you know. I'll starve before my animals do. They come first. I don't know if you've noticed, we don't go shopping unless we got to get food to make dog food, or we ran out of bread, so Miles can't have his toast. You know. The animals come first. I take it, you know, it's an obligation, and you're very, very lucky, I think, to own one. But you know, I really would like to have a cat to cuddle with at night. It just and also the whole thing is cats can live 18, 20 years. I don't know if I'm going to live 18, 20 years. Yeah. And Miles is enough. I do tell Miles, though. Like, Miles is, anybody who may not know, is my almost 2-year-old Labrador Retriever. Like, I think he'd be screaming put out if we ever put another animal into his space, because you know he does get overly spoiled. But it's the day of the cat, so you have a cat, love your cat. If you don't have a cat, reach out to a cat and learn about cats. The links down below to all kinds of cat resources. Adopt a cat, and if not, have a bubble bath, because it's also a bubble bath day. Look at Freyja, the goddess of fertility. No. Isla says, ragdoll cats are beautiful too. My mom found a rare Siamese cat sitting frozen on the sidewalk. My sister called him Egbert. I remember Egbert after the cartoon character on the Flintstones. Oh, your mom had it for 20 years. There's the sweet cats too, eh? Right, I just had a vision of another cat story. When we lived on the farm. Now, Eno was always really feral. And we couldn't if we let Eno out, that was it. We knew we'd never see her again. So we were, my brother with the, to say him, not her. I know I call my parent, Luna her all the time still. Don't worry about it. And I called him he, she for a while because I couldn't, you know, it was like, I just couldn't. What do you mean it's a boy? This other cat story was all with Eno. My brother Gary, who had the brain injury, knew, you know, he knew nothing about the cat out. But, you know, he has no short-term memory, so he let the cat out. He let Eno out. And I'm like, oh, I'll never see Eno. So I'm looking everywhere, and I'm calling, and I'm going down the road, and here at the side of the road is this tabby cat, frozen to death. Frozen. And I go running up the street. I'm actually, my neighbor across the street, Trevor, he owned the equestrian facility. Said he came running out down the driveway because he said I was running up the street screaming like a banshee. So Bob goes down. He's okay. I'll take care of it. And we have an area. We had an area where our animal graveyard, pet cemetery, whatever. So I go, okay. So just let me see, one more time to say goodbye. And he pulls the towel. I go, oh my God, that's not Eno. I don't know whose cat it was. It must be one of the feral cats that still survived there, was living in the barn or something. Anyway, we gave her a great burial in our in a yard, but never came home. Did live out there in the barn and that from then on. But it was just, I think to me at the moment, I thought this is the cruelest joke the universe could ever play on a person, is to take me to that point where, I mean, like Trevor said, I was running up the street screaming like a banshee. He came running down. He thought something super bad, super, like, well, that was bad. A cat passed away, but that was just, to me, the emotional horror to relief. I thought, this is the cruelest joke the universe can do. What is it doing? Why is it doing these things? Oh, I was quite angry with Gary for a while, because I had to take it out on someone, even though I don't think he understood why, which, was stupid of me, because, he has a brain injury. He can't comprehend that I'm angry things let the cat out. He just thought, oh, the cat's by the door, he let the cat out, That's what, and also the fact, we usually have the high locks that we'd lock, because he had the habit of, at 4 o'clock every morning, he thought somebody was coming to get him, so he'd take all the suitcases and leave. So we had to put the locks on so he wouldn't do that anymore. But I guess that was the daytime, and we didn't have the upper locks on. But wow, that was weird. It had to be around this time of year too, because I can remember. But why do these things even happen? Eno's always wanted to be on her own anyways. But we had at the time we had a adopted dog, and what was he? He was a weird dog. He was like a cur. I can't remember. He looked kind of like a Rhodesian Ridgeback, but he wasn't. And he was really, really, really afraid of everything, because the original people that had him had taken. They wanted to train him to guard drug houses and things like that. But what had happened was all the beatings of that had just turned him into a nervous wreck, terrified of everything. And so he had been taken by the Humane Society, SPCA, and terrified of man. So at 6 months old, we decided to foster him. And after a month, we realized there's no way anybody's ever going to take this dog. But when we brought those kittens in, those feral kittens, because we had them in a crate at first, those were his babies. He guarded those. Those babies became his, they were his, until we got him puppies. We got him puppies later on. They were his babies. He just changed right there. He was always afraid of people. I don't think he went, other than us taking him home, I don't think he even went on a car ride, not even once. It would be just too traumatic for him. Cedric. He died around I think the 20th of January. So you remember these dates of your pets. But we had him alone. We had him 12 years. Yeah. We decided, he had such a horrible, horrific, terrible start to life. We thought for the rest of his days, he's going to be the most loved dog. And he was, he never really cared for people, but he was a darn good dog. And so was the story of all my animals. There's pretty many. But yeah, he loved those kittens. But yeah, so let's celebrate cats today. And I'll have to refrain from not getting one. I'm the type of person, I go to the just to go look at the SPCA, just to go look at the website. Not a good idea. I end up adopting everybody. But the thing is now it costs a lot of money, so I can't adopt everybody. What's it for adopt a cat now? It's a couple $100. So yeah, it's not in my budget. My budget now belongs to a almost 2-year-old Labrador Retriever. Oh. Oh. Which I think is all we need in one bedroom apartment. Anything else? Did I have anything else written down? The LA fires. Oh my goodness. It's just heartbreaking. Over 80,000 under evacuation orders. I mean, this is an incident where the entire city is at risk and burn. An entire a major American city is on fire, and it's absolutely tragic. I know it started. It started in the area, where all the mansions and I guess a lot of celebrities. Oh, there goes my TV, which means it's probably time for me to pop off and do my numbers and get to work. Don't have very much planned today. December 8th. Coursework with a question mark. That pretty well shows how my day is planned. But no, I think this is really coming out to be the year of just taking it as it comes. My I Ching the other day told me, to go with nature and naturally how things go. And it looks like this is going to be the kind of year it is. But I want to get into that episode about my lecture about storytelling. Become a better storyteller. I think it's very storytelling in podcasts. So we'll see what kind of storytelling is, because so far it's been like fiction. I could sit here and tell fictional stories somewhere. I don't know why I would. But, storytelling all has the same elements, I guess. At least it's better than game creating, which was the last couple of weeks. A little bit of a nagging headache. So it's probably a good day. Don't push myself. But yeah, no plans today. Taking it day by day. Day by day. And I don't even think I have a major holiday until the 10th. Let me take a look to promote. How does it get behind me? I think the 10th. Oh, where we celebrate. Houseplant Day on the 10th. The only houseplant I have is a cactus. And a pepper plant that I grew from a seed from a real pepper that we made Sloppy Joe's from. It's in the other room and it's struggling. I like plants, but indoor plants don't seem to like me. The cactuses are okay because I can forget about them, Isla says, I love Wendy, my service dog, who is a Labrador Retriever. I got her from New Jersey and trained her for 6 weeks there. Yeah, I'm telling you, these Labrador Retrievers are something else. And they do have that, I don't know, there's something, they have some gene or something that they just seem to be able to know and connect with your inner workings, Like Miles, oh my gosh. I am not allowed to cry. If I started crying right now, he has to clean my eyeballs. It's not about going, oh, I'd love to see a picture of her. Yeah. Yeah, I know he washed my face, but he actually has to clean my eyeballs. So must not become too sad in his him presence because he's so concerned. I mean, he's probably more sensitive than I am, and I thought I was more sensitive than you could possibly be. But yeah, if you could look into that, I think that frog symbolism has got a lot more to say, but I think it has a lot more to say to you. I think that was a message to you, just the way that it happened. I mean, I looked at it, it was literally, and I can't even see it now. Oh, there it is. It was literally sitting on my lap, and I'm like, where did that come from? I do have the thing with it. Every now and then I'll find a dime, and I go, Mom's thinking of me, or Lucy's thinking of me, or, you know. But this is a totally different thing at all. And then, of course, look at the other side, because I'm looking at it, well, where does this come from? What is this? And it says connection. All I can think of is I was doing the old sorting out the drawer, my drawer, my t-shirt drawer. I did do a pants drawer too. And it must have been in there and fallen out of something. I don't know. But I think that is a message for you rather than myself. I mean, if frogs like in Asian culture and that bring good luck, and then I'll take the good luck right now because I need it. I'll take the good luck and fortune. But as far as the connection with the spiritual world and this particular token and what it means, I think that's a message for you. Although I wish you good luck and fortune as well. We all need a little bit of that. Well, I'm going to pop off for now. Maybe I'll pop on later. You know what I found out? The reason I don't like to go live basically in the daytime is I don't like the light. I don't like it when it's too light. And I don't know what you mean. There we go again. There's a neurotypical thing. Neurodivergent. I think differently. That's all I think. I did put a link also, on the Facebook page and on yesterday's video to this new autism awareness campaign. And I think it is really good. If you want to watch it, it made me so happy. It actually made me cry that in the UK they're spreading awareness in this way, and yeah, that's our superpower. You have a wonderful day too, and I appreciate your hugs. And believe me, I think about them during the day if I'm having a little bit of a rough spell. And you too, remember, okay? I'm on your side. And sending positive energy all the time. So I'm gonna be off to work. Who knows what I'm gonna discover today, but I'll be here to share it with you tomorrow for sure. I've got a clean sheet of paper here with December 8th on. And I'm looking forward to what the day will bring. And or at least I can go back and relive my honeymoon over and over and over again. How handsome my husband was. Well, I mean, he's still handsome, but geez, I really did pretty good. I'm watching this video, and I'm like, oh, I did pretty good. Can't wait till I get to the beach ones, and you'll see how good I really did. And I'm not even joking. So you have a great day. I'm popping off here, and I'm going to follow these fires and check on my good friend B, who lives down there in Laguna, and tell her if you need to run up to Canada, that my doors are open for you. So, and that's that.